You are my beautiful little brown girl. Please know that you are strong enough to conquer the world. And realize that you're melanated, educated, often imitated, but you're never duplicated. So believe me when I say that you are powerful, you are worthy. And if you're passionate, it doesn't mean you're angry. So keep your head up and let your voice be heard, 'cause you are everything and more that this world needs. Little brown girls, you are so beautiful to me. I hope you see.
Okay, now StreamYard ain't acting right. Hold up. Get my intro up in here. Dino Entertainment TV. Please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification. Let's chill. Let's chill. Let's chill. Come on in. Let's chill. Let's chill. DINDINO. Please hit that like button, notification bell, subscribe, and make sure you do share. Let's chill. Let's chill. DINO. 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 Let's chill. Let's chill. Gun violence, domestic violence, molestation, and feeding the unfortunate. Let's chill. Dino. Dino. Let's chill. Dino. Gun violence, domestic violence, feeding the unfortunate. DINO. 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 Peace, love, inspire. Let's chill. Oh, I had put it out the box, y'all. Y'all remember that? When we first started out, TT? I was making my own little what's going on. Man. Am I stopped? Am I stuck? What's going on with this right here? StreamYard. What's wrong with StreamYard? What's wrong with StreamYard? It's acting up. Man, I hate paying my bill. Every time I pay my bill, it don't act right. Hold on, y'all. I don't know what's going on, y'all. What's going on? Keep on StreamYard, keep on stopping. But anyway, you remember that TT? Yeah, TT, we did that. We did that. We did all that. We did that. Y'all, I don't know, StreamYard acting crazy. Hey, family. Now my voice, TT. Everybody in the bushes, what's really going on? Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with StreamYard. StreamYard be killing me. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know what's wrong with StreamYard. Hmm. I'm trying to get it going. Now, can y'all hear me now? I think it might be a little bit better now. I don't know. I hope it is. But anyway, y'all. But anyway, I got a few things I want to say, and then we're gonna talk about y'all. I dropped the link because it's gonna be something that y'all definitely gonna want to talk about. Let me go ahead and get started right quick, right quick. I don't know what's wrong with StreamYard, but StreamYard is tripping. It getting on my nerve. I get tired of paying for StreamYard, then turn around and start tripping and buffing and shiz and stuff like that. What the going?
Perp, go out,
Hey, now my
right? Go all the way out.
huh?
Hey, baby, go all the way out. Did you accept the cookies? Don't accept any cookies. Go all the way out and then
Oh
come
no.
back in. And I'm going to stay here. Just go out and come back.
Okay, I leave,
Go all the way out.
leave the studio.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll be here.
okay, go
This
ahead.
is the Not On My Watch show. Yay! Hey, salute y'all. What's going on? Let's see what's going on in the chat. Hey, TT. How you doing this evening? Hey, still Swim Podcast. How are you? Hey, Toya. What's up, baby? Salute to everybody. You guys, please hit the like button, share the live. Boy, it has been a busy weekend, right? In these YouTube streets, So this is pop your shit off. Come hit the link. So what don't we have that's been going on this week? We got the beef, so-called beef in Mo3 sector beef, which that's not really a beef. We got the Minka and Who Kim. We got the big thing, which is the Mo3 versus the Bank sisters and everything else. So we've had a lot going on. Oh, Eve and DG. I mean, what else do we not have? Nurse K and Age and them. Oh, Nurse K and Courtney. Did y'all get that one? Nurse K and Courtney. What else? Like it's been
Oh yeah, I've seen
wild this weekend. Shoot, we maybe we need to start
they
watching some
going
of them
crazy.
replays. Girl, they done went crazy, perp. Right? I mean, it has been nonstop
Yeah.
insanity. It's like
Hey,
you
Big
don't know
O.
what to do.
Yeah, it sure have. They crazy over there. They crazy.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Let me tell y'all about Big O. Ooh, let me tell you about Big O.
Uh oh.
Okay, so y'all know that's
What?
my nigga, right?
Big
Let me tell you
O.
about Big O. Girl, Big O and Brenda is in a relationship. Brenda with the shits, right? So they in a relationship. So I guess they got into a little tit for tat argument or whatever they got into, and we was over at Sincere's, right? So they was trying to lightweight drag Big O. They was trying to lightweight drag Big O, and I'm kind of like, Big O is a super troll. Like anybody, ain't nobody taking Big O's. Yeah, like You got to explain to these people. You can't, nobody takes big, well, I don't take Big O serious, but I think that some of these people do and get
Okay.
their feelings. We know he's a whore. First of all, Big O is a whore, right? And he's a super troll. Yeah, girl, they was
Right,
trying to
right,
lightweight drag Big
right.
O, and I was like, slow down on Big O. That's my nigga now. Like, yeah, girl, Big O got into some trouble. See, he tried to creep over here like nothing happened, Big O. Yeah, I'ma tell it. Yeah, Big O. Yeah, Big O been a whore. Whore.
Uh-oh.
You whore. Yep.
Big O
Him
is
and Brenda
everywhere.
with the
He's
shits, girl,
everywhere.
in a relationship. And her feelings was hurt, baby. Baby, she was hurt. Yeah, she wants some big old wing wing. And I said, Big O, what you doing to my driving? I'm just driving. Yeah, he got these hoes all in they motherfucking feelings. Oh, in they freaking feelings. I'm sorry, Perp. Yeah, girl, Big O been out here being a whore. But anyway, yeah, I told on you, Big O. Him and Brenda with the bullshit in a committed relationship, girl. Oh yeah, StreamYard is extremely tripping. I told y'all to get Restream. Y'all don't want to listen to me. It's gonna kick your ass out all day long. Yeah. Yeah, Big O. Let me look at the chat. Is it kicking you out or you just going out?
Nah, I took myself back. I was lagging. I heard myself lagging.
Oh, salute Shank. Oh, let me tell y'all Shank business. So let's since we got on big old business, let's tell Shank business, right? So yeah, girl, let me tell you about Shank,
Hmm.
y'all. So Shank, yeah, Shank be on some whore. He's a little whore too. Wait, I'm just playing Shank. But wait a minute, yes. The women was loving Shank, girl, and
Well,
let me
hell, he a
tell
good
you,
looking
Miss
man.
Parker
Good
was
looking
over
man.
there
Good
dragging
looking
them
men is gonna
hoes.
be whores anyway.
Girl, yeah. I mean, she was over there on one dragging them hoes. I don't know who they were or what was going on, but Miss Parker hit that
Hmm.
thing and got the going.
What?
Yes, girl, they was trying to get with Shank. Girl, yeah, they was
Well, you know,
all
Shaq a
over
good
Shank.
looking man. So you know, them women's gonna give Miss Parker some problems. Miss Parker, Shank, you better slow down, Shank.
Yeah,
You better change the
girl.
way you looking
Shank got
around here.
all the
You
bitches.
looking like brand
Shank got
new
all the
money.
bitches. Mm-hmm. I mean, Shank got all
Honey.
the hoes. Girl, oh yeah. Let's tell TT business, girl. Now, I don't know about her man or
Yeah.
whatever, but
Girl.
I was
Mm-mm.
me and TT, we be on the phone and talking and stuff. And it got a little quiet, right? So I'm hearing like a little like under
Yeah.
the tone moaning. Girl, she getting her back blew out. I'm like, you could have called me back, TT. Girl, that nigga was blowing TT back out. Do you hear me with me on the phone? I'm like, I'm no Diddy. I'm like, no Diddy, TT. Girl,
What?
TT getting that back blown to
No.
pieces, girl. You know what
That
I'm
must have
saying?
been the
I
day
was
I was
like,
asleep,
what we got
girl.
going on?
What? Mm,
Girl,
mm, mm, mm,
yeah. Girl, I
mm.
ain't gonna tell your business part because I don't want to get dropped in
I
band.
know,
So
I
I ain't
know,
gonna tell
I know,
your business.
I know, girl, I know.
Girl, you ain't heard it
Don't tell
from me because I ain't the
Lucky.
one to gossip, baby. I am not the one to gossip. Girl.
I know, girl. But we ain't gonna talk about the A family, her friends, honey. Latoya, honey, girl. She had so many at one time on another girl. I had put Life 360 on her phone, on our phone, baby, to keep up with Toya, because baby Toya was
Who?
in the streets. With nobody in the
Oh,
streets. Girl,
girl.
A family
Girl,
girl, the
who you
A family
telling,
Toya
girl?
girl, she was
Who?
ridiculous, girl. I
Yeah,
couldn't keep up
yeah.
with that
Do you
hood,
remember when I
baby.
told Toya to get some birth control?
Woo.
I said, you gonna
Girl,
mess
she
around and
needs some
get
birth
pregnant, and I know
control.
who your baby daddy is. I said, you better get on some birth
Mm.
control.
Girl, she won't get on there.
Baby,
Toya, your camera on, Toya. You want your camera on?
they was wearing that
If
coochie
not, I'm
out.
gonna add you up here. Your camera on, Toya. Why you think you looking all cute? Here you go. Oh, she gonna be
Hey,
on camera.
Toya, she look good.
Hey,
She
Let's
look
go,
good,
Brittany.
baby. Let's
hey,
go,
how y'all
y'all.
doing?
Nothing, telling
Hey,
all y'all business.
I said, let me come up here and speak for a minute before I have to run into my meeting.
Okay, I'm on mute.
I just came up here to speak,
yeah,
see
hey,
how y'all
fast
doing.
mama.
Now I'm gonna watch. I was watching you
All
earlier. I
right.
said, let me take. I text TT. I said, let me tell her to don't let them folks upset her over there.
Girl, you know them people wasn't upset, girl. It was like me against the whole chat. Y'all know I'm a scratch. Y'all know I'm a scratch. Y'all know, you know that don't bother me. Y'all know I'm a seasoned veteran at this. I've been here 4 years.
You ain't going
Y'all know these
nowhere.
people don't bother me. As soon as I'm done and I turn this telephone off, it's,
Say that.
not on my watch. It's Antoinette the mother. So I'm not
Right.
on my watch on here. Antoinette, the, the mother here. So y'all know this shit is just YouTube. Y'all know how this shit go.
Yeah.
They can't troll me like they used to from the beginning, but I don't be all in my feelings about everything like I used to be. Girl, I'll shut this computer and phone off and back to my regular life, girl.
She showed the straight.
I know that's right. But I just
Uh-huh.
came up here to speak for a minute. That's it.
Well, how
Show
you
y'all my
doing,
beautiful
Toya?
face. I am
Yeah,
doing
girl,
wonderful,
we just
honey.
see a little bit of
Doing
your
You
wonderful.
look
personality about you and your
good, girl. You
boyfriend.
look good.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Just staying out the way, minding my own business,
Mm-hmm.
just be in the clouds. You know, that's it.
Yeah,
Yes.
we know how they go. Girl. Mm,
Hey,
mm, mm. But no, you look good, all fluffy and
Megan.
stuff. You look so soft.
Like a pillow.
Toya. Yeah.
Salute,
You look,
Leggin.
Toya, you look so soft.
I do
You look
what?
so you look so soft.
I
So
know, but look at the
So soft,
skin. Look how
fluffy.
beautiful and clear and everything the skin is, girl. You look amazing. I'm so proud of
Skin is
you.
pretty.
I'm
Skin is
so
thank
proud
pretty.
you.
on your sobriety and
Thank you.
what
Thank
you're
you. Thank
doing, and
you.
you're keeping committed to it, and just keep doing what you're doing. But the most important thing is you cannot do this without God. You understand?
You're right.
Prayer, pray all day, every day,
You have
and
to.
make sure that, God help and assist you with your sobriety, baby. And that's all you got to do. You
And
know what
that's
I'm
what I
saying?
do because sometimes you get so tempted, and any little thing that makes you mad can trigger you. And
Right.
I have to pray, and if I have to call my friends, my what you call them people, and I got one,
Look,
my
look,
sponsor,
hey, Toya,
um
baby.
or whatever, then that's what I have to do or whatever. But I always keep God first, always.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
and,
Absolutely.
Toya,
Hey,
I got
Tori,
one thing to
salute.
say. Let me see your
uh,
hair, Toya. You got some hair now?
girl, I got it up in some braids right now.
Let's
I
go.
got it up in some braids.
You know I'm messy.
But
You
it
know
didn't
I
group.
get messy,
Look,
girl.
it's long
Look,
enough for me to
TT.
be able to get some braids.
You know I get
Hey,
messy, girl.
TT sis.
Hey,
Hey,
TT,
Hey,
honey.
TT.
Perp and Norma Watch up here running plays. I gotta
Wait, hold on.
please.
I don't know. You
I
have reached a number that has been disconnected or is
yeah,
no longer in service. If you reach this recording in error, please
y'all
check your
ain't
number
shit.
or try your call again.
I threw tomatoes down in your chat, Perp, because you being messy, Perp being messy, and Norma Watch being messy.
See, I ain't even in the TT. I'm out of it. I'm staying over here.
They got
You
us
know
all.
that old school when you had them rotary dial phones, they'll tell you in a minute, you've reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. You feel
I
you've reached
don't
this
care about none of
recording
that.
in error.
I got walkie talkies. Shit, I'm gonna get through either way it go. You hear me?
Okay, let's go walkie talkies, girl. We go back to them two-way pagers. Don't play with it. I'll get me a roll of quarters and a pager. Let's talk about it. Hmm.
So now, my wife, let me ask you a question.
Yes, mom.
You know about this supposed to be who supposed to be catfishing who? You I watched
Yeah,
some of it.
the catfish is Asia and China. So
Okay, so
Asia,
China
yeah.
was just on Jackie Powder.
And then also too, Nurse K said that Courtney was a catfish. So Nurse
Court,
K and Courtney was beefing on 357s yesterday. And she said Courtney was the catfish. So they went back and forth, and Courtney hit the panel, but she was sick. So you really couldn't, hear her too much. But yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, Courtney was on that ass. And
Courtney's
y'all
not a
yeah,
know.
she
catfish.
was.
You know, I don't too much fool with her, but she not a catfish. She cams up all the time.
Yeah, so I don't even know where that came from, but the original catfish was they were talking about Asia and then Nurse K cammed up and was yelling at Courtney to cam up, calling her a catfish, but she was sick. You know what I'm saying? You could tell she, didn't even sound right. So, she was sick, laying in the bed, trying to get herself together. So she wasn't going to cam up. And I know that Courtney cams up all the time. So I don't know where that came from. So what happened
Mm.
is, according to what happened on 357, they said that she was in Trickio's live. So Trickio was live. So Trickio is friends with Nurse K's man or boyfriend or ex-boyfriend or whatever. So I don't know if that had something to do with it because she said she told Courtney to quit screwing
Oh,
everybody in the whole entire sector and stuff. So it started from Trickios and then went to 357s.
because Big,
Huh? What you say, Toya?
they say Biggest is going live and supposed to be telling it all or something.
Biggest is going live and telling it
Tonight is
all on
7.
who?
I guess about the China thing and all that because I heard them say that he supposed to been going to see her. Y'all be careful. He supposed to been love y'all. He supposed to been going to to see her or something, and
Uh-huh.
now he supposed to be going live at 7:30.
From
Oh
my
Mm.
wow.
from my understanding, she had a troll page and she came on their troll. You know, she wasn't originally herself, and then she switched it up after she stopped dealing. At when she started dealing with Biggest, he told him
Mm.
who she really was. So I don't think she catfish.
Okay, so let me tell y'all what happened. What happened is Asia, right? And Asia and China were best friends. They know each other off of here, right? So when they exposed Asia, you know what I'm saying, for stealing the money from Paperwork Party, Countdown John, and they were running those scams, and they were saying she stole over 50,000 from the supporters. So what happened is when they booted, Brandon and them booted her off the ship, China stayed. So Asia felt some kind of way, like you supposed to be my homegirl. You supposed to have my back and stand with me, but you stayed over here with Jackie and Brandon and all them. So that's where their beef came in at. So then Asia said, I mean not Asia, China Doll said Asia gave Brandon her real information and all her real stuff. And Brandon said that he was going to put her kids up and dox her and everything. So all that happened last night. And we all know who Asia is. I'm gonna tell y'all, in the Mo3 sector 4.5 years ago, the very, very first play that was ran that I seen was Countdown John, which is Paperwork Party in Asia. And he cammed up with a cast in a wheelchair and said that Rainwater beat him up and that he was reading a letter and he was apologizing and everything. Come to find out, it was a whole entire play, and everybody was seeing money. And that was the very first manufactured play that I seen, was with Countdown John and Asia. And at that time, her name was Killa. She wasn't Asia at that time. And then they said that Asia had access to the Cash App, had access to his page, and took money from his supporters. Asia did go and apologize for it. She went live, apologized for it, you know, and all that happened. And matter of fact, Good Pussy did a live with Countdown John and Asia going at it last week. So that's
Oh,
all what's going
Hey,
on.
Shane.
So.
Salute everybody. I'm just up here taking notes. Continue not on my watch.
So that's what happened. Yeah,
Get her
Shane,
straight.
that was the very first play in the Mo 3 sector, was Countdown John, which is Paperwork Party in Asia. That was the very first play. Yeah. Perp, do you remember that when Countdown John was in that wheelchair in that cast and said Rain beat him up?
I don't remember that one.
Oh, okay. Matter of fact, actually, Ratchet TV still has that live from 4 years ago. So you got to go back, and Sco too. So I'm gonna see if I can hit Sco up and get it and
Well,
play it.
I
And you
think
guys are gonna see the very first play in the Mo 3 sector.
Let me ask you something real quick. Go ahead, TT, because I'm
Oh,
getting my
okay.
watch up. Go ahead, TT.
I just so like from what I'm observing when I do, because I don't entertain a lot of it. But anyway, I think people forget things they've done and said on the app in general, and especially within that sector, they forget things that they've done and said. And when people remember, that's when you know what I'm saying? That's when the content turns different, because a lot of people have been subscribers. A lot of people have had troll pages, trolled other people other people channels, said stuff behind the scenes, and it all eventually comes back to the forefront. Would y'all agree?
True.
Absolutely,
yeah, I
because
agree.
this is the thing. If you're new here, like from the beef, the black sector, the mommy sector, they can tell them anything and they're going to believe it. But we all know everything is recorded. And the person that has the most data is Ratchet TV and Skull. Also to MHB. They have everything from day one. You know, Duke had it too, but Duke lost about 6 pages.
Right.
So we cannot forget what was already said.
Right. And it's just
That's,
recycled. It's really recycled content when you think about it.
yeah, well, it's more plays and more lives to get the new people to support you, knowing that everything we recorded it.
Well, it's
Like Mo 3
recycled for
said.
like you said, it's new people coming into sectors that don't know certain stuff, but it's recycled to the day ones. So yeah,
Now,
I mean,
Yeah.
I can make that correction. Go ahead, Shank.
now let me ask you this, not on my watch, and
Yes.
everybody else, but let me ask you not on my watch. Now, the sector then flipped over thousands of times. Content creators came and went. Is it stronger now, or has the sector got weaker?
Okay. Well, it depends on who you're asking, right? So if you're asking the day ones that came here for Justice of Mo 3 and everything, and then not come through the troll beef sector that were originals, we came here specifically for a reason. Anything that was done, and if you did some jacked up shit, we get you the hell up on out of here. You could never be doxing any subscribers. That wouldn't go on. We'd get you the hell up on out of here. Any children stuff, any pedo stuff, we get you out of here. But what happened was they started the troll beef sector, and the trolls started, and then they started bringing in other people. And then, you know, Quintetta Dean, right? That was the first people that did the interview with Jackie and Joycey and everything the day after Mo 3 had died. So when she came, she had a spiritual sector. So her spiritual sector, that's when Sin City came over, Monroe came over, Lady Wu came over, 88 came over. All them are from the spiritual sector. So
Okay.
once you started bringing them in and they started running their plays, and then 88 started bringing in everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Like, um, we got from 88, let's talk about the content creator. We got both of her sisters, CB, and we got Lucky. And then she brought in Jackie, she brought in T Topic, she brought in Sweet Pea, she brought in Brandon, she brought in other baby daddies. So basically the same thing that Polar did with getting his people and having them all do pages, 88 basically did the same thing. And if you're here for a bunch of drama and craziness and everything, that's good for you. But if you're here, original Mode 3 people that, came here for the, Mode 3 and all that, is different. Because me, I find it extremely disrespectful with a person that we know is in the paperwork, and what happened to um him. How do I say this without sounding so harsh? With Mo 3 meeting his demise from leaving home and knowing that Joycey and Jackie Nim, her baby daddy, was charged with that and everything. I look at the Mo 3 sector completely, totally different now. It's got a bad taste in my mouth.
They
And
they right there.
that's,
And
go
because
ahead.
I don't want to cut you off. Now you being one of the top scratchers, right? What
Right.
what content do you feel is your strength when you scratching or when you just bringing content? And is it a difference from scratching and actual content? Is scratching a form of content?
I don't think scratching is a form of content, but for the little bit of time, my strong suit with giving to this sector is getting with a lot of the top um, content creators and assisting them. Because from the beginning, I came in through Skull Gang, and I was Skull Gang, at first. And then after Skull Gang, then I was also the top mod, and one of the top people that was next to, Cartier, Carlo, and them. And then um, I was second with Cam, so also over there with Miss Brown. And then, second with DG when we had the Bonnie and Clyde. So I'm not really a get the content, but I will drag a person if I need to, if they mess with me. But I'm more of a behind the scenes, getting stuff together and helping people with content. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna tell the truth. Doxing, I'm gonna tell the truth. I don't dox myself. I just have a couple of doxers. That too. And when somebody comes for the team, then that sets me into hyper mode. So I'm just being honest. I hate to say that because that's not good. You know what I'm saying? That's not good at all.
See, this is how I look at it, and I can't tell you how to feel. I look at it especially for the Mo 3 sector. Okay. Now the newbies, I would say they get a pass. But for me, for those that's been around and they know the get down of the Mo 3 sector, it is what it is. Like I'm gonna use for an example. If
Okay.
if you know they doxing, if you know
Mhm.
they doing all of the above, if you know they scratching, why put yourself in harm's way? You know, not on my watch. Why put yourself on not on my watch radar?
Right. But see, this is the thing. When it comes to that, we have to think that everything has changed, right? To me, it's no longer the Mo 3 sector. It wasn't that from the beginning, because remember that in the beginning, you couldn't dox the subscriber. It only stayed with the content creators. And I agree with you. But sometimes, like, it's not that people get on their radar. What it is people run plays for numbers. So, like, this is the thing. I'm gonna give you an example, right? Everybody knows that if you start shit with Mink, you're gonna get numbers. if you put Mink in your title, you're going to get numbers,
Right.
right? If you
Right.
put Not on My Watch in your title, you're going to get numbers.
Right.
So it's the people that are the OGs that been in here, and it's all about none of this is about any type of content or anything anymore. It's turned into what play can these people run to get numbers. All this shit is all manufactured at this point. We used to have content. It's not really any more content. Do you agree, Shank?
Right. I definitely agree. And and for me, I think me and Miss Parker was the first ones to get doxxed by Mink. I'm not sure, but for me,
No.
okay, now for me being doxxed by them, and this is what me and Miss Parker both agree on. They can't get mad at Mink because they let Mink come through. Is we on the same page?
Right. Well, so what happened was that, I'm going to be honest, what happened was Cam hit me up and he said, I found a new sector. Because remember, if you had 100 people in your chat, you was killing it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So there was nobody here. So me and Cam went and found the mommy sector, right? And then we brought them, over to here, right? So it happened that way because Mink needed help, and with you were definitely not the first one to be doxxed by Mink. Definitely not the one. And see, what happened is, I think when you guys had gotten into it, I don't think you quite knew the history of what was going on between, Chanel and Mink, and you didn't know. So you jumped into something that nobody gave you the insight on. In which, what was her name? I think the interview you did that set it off.
It was either NOF or Skoka, one of them.
It was NOF. You did that when you did that NOF.
Right.
And remember, you wouldn't let Mink and them up on the chat. On the panel.
But let me clear it up. So because I had told Mink, I said, let me do a separate interview with you, because remember when I come through, I was new to everything. So I didn't want to have a whole lot of people up on my panel because I was just doing interviews and I just wanted to just interview that person. So everybody else was letting people come up on the panel and all the people scratching and everything. So but like you said, by me not knowing the history, I want to run my platform where as though I only want one person to come up. And I guess Mink, you and Mink and y'all, because you was running with Mink, I guess y'all felt, or I guess Mink felt either disrespected or, how.
I didn't feel, let's make that clear. I didn't feel anything because you got to remember, they just came over there and I didn't even know the history at first with NOF and Chanel and all them. And when I found out about it, it was so heavy, I didn't even want to step in it. And Mink, you guys weren't the first ones to get doxxed, but I'm going to tell you what, you were the first one in getting a restraining order. Do you know you were the first one to get a restraining order?
Okay.
On a content creator, you were the first one, Shank.
Okay.
When you hit them with that restraining order, Chanel, when you hit her with that restraining order, boy, that fucked us up. Because you shut down everything with like your exes and everybody that was bringing up. Because I'm gonna be honest, we had a lineup for you, sir.
Yeah, I know y'all did.
We had a lineup for you. Shank was going in the dirt.
No. I know y'all did.
When your ex came up there and everything, do you know how much shit we had on you, Shank? And then when we got that restraining order, I said, Shank shut that shit down. That was a power move, Shank.
Shank was smart.
Shank had the biggest power move in the sector. Shank shut us down.
I said, I got something for their asses. I got something for their asses.
Yeah, you sure did. Because I'm going to tell you, Shank, we had a dictionary on your ass.
I know y'all did.
All the way from your slavery ancestors.
Yeah, I know y'all did. And look. I remember your favorite line. You going to holler, told y'all not to mess with my girls. I told y'all not to mess with my girls. I said, I got something for her and her girl.
Yeah, let's go, Shank. Let's go. Shank shut that shit down. Look, nigga got hit with that restraining order.
Yeah.
We was like, well, it looked like we won't be doing a documentary on
Yeah.
Shank.
Yeah.
That was the power. You were the very first person to shut us down.
Yeah.
The very first person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I laugh at it. Like I said, I laugh at it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, it is what it is. So, but I laugh at it. Like it ain't no hard feelings, definitely towards you. I don't even hold no hard feelings towards Mink or Chanel. That happened what 2-3 years ago.
That was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But see, what people don't understand is they jump into a lot of stuff and don't know the history.
Right.
That history from the mommy sector started before they even came to the Mo3 sector.
Right.
So what they did was they ran a play on you because they're like, okay, they don't know what's going on.
Right.
So yeah, let's do these interviews.
Right.
And everything. And they even got me and Miss Parker into it. And me and Miss Parker have never had an issue.
Yeah, I remember.
So I seen the plays that they were running and I said, oh, no. And I said, Shank don't even know what's going on. And I told Cam, because you and Cam were close, and I said, Cam, you have to tell, Shank what's going on. But what ended up happening was that was content.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, there was not going to be any alert to you to let you know how things was going to go. But you did a superpower move, and I congratulate you for that. And when we seen the restraining order, right? I couldn't do nothing but, do you know, Shank, I laughed for about 45 minutes.
You
almost
laughing?
had me in the hospital with my stomach. I said, this nigga hit us with a restraining order.
You was laughing.
I said, this nigga. Oh, Shank, it was so funny because we couldn't do nothing but laugh. We were all behind the scenes cracking up because there's not been anybody to shut us down like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We usually do whatever the fuck we want around here, right?
Yeah, y'all was punishing motherfuckers.
We were punishing the shit out of everybody. But Shank, you stopped that, and I like that. And I like that. You did what you did, and I can respect that. But that was water under the bridge, and that was 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Shank, what's your opinion? Do you think that particular sector is getting stronger or weaker?
In my opinion, I think it is, but like Not On My Watch said, if you talk to the OGs, like if you talk to a Skull and them, of course, they might feel something different. But I think it's getting stronger. I think it's bigger because, it's a sector, and however they get off is how they get off. You either stay there with them and roll with it, or you move to another sector.
Right. I agree.
Every sector got they niche. They got what they do.
Well, I was in search of real content. I don't know about nobody else up here. I mean, you can engage and indulge in the mess too and get a little break from the serious stuff. But I really wanted to talk about these unalivings, these families that needed justice. I was in search of that. I wanted a whole different mood. I wanted the energy to be different in the place that I was at in life. You know what I'm saying? So I was thankful to stumble across you and Miss Parker and, Perp. And I was thankful that I was able to actually hear real stories from real people and different perspectives, opinions and whatnot. And I'm stuck. I ain't going nowhere else. And I mean, you did a live the other day where you were definitely engaged with your subscribers and getting down to the bottom of, different issues that may have came about between your subscribers. And I appreciate stuff like that because a lot of content creators don't care about the people that are in their chat supporting, sending super stickers and super chats and, stuff like that. They just care about the views. And I'm a big stickler on that. If you don't care about me, what am I over here for?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but let me add something to that. Shank, you know me before now. My thing was nothing but scratching and beef, right?
Right.
So these two, right, or is Toy on here too. So these brats that are on the panel, I was like, okay, I could be good. You know what I'm saying? Them the ones that pretty much changed me. If you notice, I don't go live anymore because I wasn't doing nothing but hitting my button and dragging people and scratching. if it wasn't for Perp and TT them, then I wouldn't have calmed down the way I calmed down because I was a demon. Can we say that? I
Hell
shouldn't say
yeah.
that.
Hell
I
yeah.
was a demon. I was on one, but they calmed me down, and I was in so much stuff with the Wicked situation is how I ran into them, and they sat my ass down for a while, and I've been trying to be good the best that I can, and now I'm just on Mo 3 right now with the paperwork that came out and everything came out. I'm just basically on Mo 3. I was just over there in the Chirac sector, but these ladies right here kind of changed my perspective in a lot, and I wanted to support them. I do sometimes fall short. I'm not perfect.
Right.
I do fall short sometimes, and if somebody is messing with somebody that I mess with, I just kind of go into a whole nother mode.
Yeah, Shane, Nana Washington came a long way.
Yeah, I see.
she,
A long way. You all better tell them, shoot,
When
a
y'all
long way.
when y'all first was coming through a while back, I was saying to myself, what in the hell is these two hooked up with this goddamn crazy ass not on my watch?
Shane, they changed me, Shane.
I said, she got these motherfuckers to run a play on me. She send the nice ones, thinking that I'm gonna take the bait. That's how I was thinking at first, but then when it played out, when it played out, I said, no, that's just not on my watch trying to transition.
Yeah, these ladies are amazing. They are amazing.
We
And
still
they
get back
changed me.
for all that. And I'll be like, listen, we know a different side to her. Though. We know Antoinette, we know the mommy. She's a mom. You know what I'm saying? She be in the kitchen cooking, dealing with her son. She's a real mom.
Yeah.
And we both identify with that. We know her as not a watch who wanted to drag you for filth on the app and everything. But we came to know her and love her for a whole different entity, and that's just I can't put it no other honest way. I mean,
oh, thank you, sweetie. I love y'all.
She be having me cracking up early in the morning. Me and her be like, I'd be like, not about watch. Come on now.
Yeah, we talk every day. Do you know, Shank, how long it took for them? These ladies talked me down from a whole lot of stuff. And I don't think people understand how much these girls had did for me. And I'm going to tell you, one thing that I could not deal with being a mother and having a son, and Perp's story of her son touched me so much that I have to understand that my baby could be gone any day. We're not promised, right?
Right.
And Perp's story and everything, got me, and TT's story and everything. So I just bonded with these girls, even though I still will mess with the crazies, but when it comes to these girls, anybody come for them, it's hell. I'm gonna be back to the demon times 20. And they've seen it before. These girls have seen me go get a whole nother sector to drag somebody. And my behind the scenes is undefeated when it comes to somebody. As long as you don't mess with these girls, with them, I'm okay. But it's hard, but I came a long way thanks to these ladies. And sometimes they gotta snatch my wig off and say, hey, get your mind right. And I thank them for that, and I love them for that.
I'm glad that y'all are together. It's like the Three Musketeers, and I'm glad that y'all you respect them and they respect you. So it's like a perfect team,
Yes, I agree. I really, it's like a sisterhood. We gonna have our disagreements, but at the end of the day, we gonna respect each other's opinion, and we gonna, none of us are too big or too small to confront each other on how we feel, and all of us has very strong opinions. These ladies have the strongest opinions when it comes to stuff, and then I'll be like, no, we'll go back and forth and stuff. and then that's it. And then we good. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no, oh, I'm going live on you, bitch, and I'm gonna drag you.
Right.
Never that. And it will never be that.
And that's what I had to iron out yesterday over there with my squad. It's like we gonna have our ups and downs, but we gotta stand on our truth. And that's what I say, especially for everybody that's in the YouTube streets. Y'all know how it go. So if you call somebody out, you got to get them an opportunity to address it, and y'all got to address it.
Right.
So let's iron it out, because we gonna have our fallouts, we gonna have our issues.
And those are the things that's gonna make the channel, the subscribers, and the people running the channel. That's what's gonna make y'all stronger at the end of the day. And a lot of people haven't grasped that concept. It go right on over their head because they in their feelings in that moment.
Right.
Emotions do take over. We all human, you know what I'm saying? But I just like how y'all do things over there, Shank. Y'all may have to pop your shit a little bit, as humans, but then y'all come back, y'all regroup, and y'all get it together, y'all talk it out, and that's all respect,
About the
I
platform,
agree. I agree. Because even like the time that TT went live and she was doing the story on Diddy's ex-wife and stuff, and then Shank had went live and he started, I felt, was making up excuses for the diddler, and I hit Shank up from behind and I was like, look, Shank. I was like, look, Shank. I said, we telling these people that I ain't gonna get into our, but I'm gonna speak about it because I'm very vocal, but that was nothing disrespectful or me trying to, and we had our little conversation and moved on from it.
I think when we initially talked about joining the switching lanes sector with Shank, we all understood that even though we all got different opinions, viewpoints on things, we all piggybacking off of each other. So people get the idea, okay, well, I can come over here to TT's and hear Kim's side of the story and what the abuse and the Cassie side of it. And then I can go over to Shank's and I can look at it at a different, perspective. So I think that helps the sector as well, because everybody just not agreeing with each other. That's not realistic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it works out. It really does.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this right quick. Even though I don't talk to them every day like I used to, but I bet you better not nobody mess with them. And I mean that. And I'm standing on business. No, I'm just playing.
And Shane, we did have a hiccup with Toya, but it's all love. We love Toya. Toya's been here. She's a day one between me, Perp, not on my watch, and Sarah. And so we had our hiccup and we put it behind us because as women, we can do that.
Right.
And if anybody bother her, it's up too. You know what I'm saying? Because we know who she really is. So
leave Fluffy alone.
Right. Exactly.
I
mean, we've disagreed. We're not perfect, so things happen, and it's just a point in your life, especially the older you get. You say, well, I don't really want to beef with this person no more. Let me forgive and move on, because life's too short for all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Now, not on my watch. Let me ask you this.
I agree. Okay, let me say one thing real quick. This chick on the side, let me tell you something. I've never been hurt by people, and I was like, let me change everything up so I could be a better person and do that. And little Miss Toy over here ran a super play on me that hurt me so much that had me crying. And I'm not a cry baby, but I will with certain things. But I love her, and she's sober, and she's doing good. And I understand that people go through stuff in life, and I can't take it personal, and I have to accept it and forgive and move on. But go ahead, Shank.
Now, so is it the Mo3 troll sector? What's the name for the Mo3 sector?
Okay. To me, it's the Mo3 sector. It will always be the Mo3 sector. Cam and Mahia kind of changed it to the troll beef sector because nobody was really talking about Mo3 anymore, and they were trolling and beefing. So it switched to that. But to me, I think it should always be the Mo3 sector. I don't believe in the troll beef sector, because we all came in as Mo3 and Mo3 content. We all came from Mo3, content creators. it will always be the Mo3 sector. A lot of people be like, oh, it's a troll beef sector. No, not for me. It depends on who you ask.
Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard people say the troll beef sector is a subsector from the Mo3 sector, but they're all still together technically.
Right.
So yeah,
But
I
how do
believe
you
the
make a
same.
subsector? If you come in, that's just like saying, I don't know, if you're an African American, right?
Mhm.
And just say you have African American kids, but you turn around and divorce and then marry a Caucasian man, you don't say that your kids are mixed. Is what you came from the beginning. You don't change it
Right,
just because you change a partner, right?
right, right.
Right.
It'll always be the Mo3 sector. I've
Right.
gotten into
Right.
it with people calling it the troll beef sector. Me and Cam have went back and forth about that. But, you know, hey, I respect
Watch, look
everybody
in the back chat.
and their opinion on what they choose to do.
Right. Right. Right.
Okay, I love you more, baby. You understand what I'm saying? So
Right, I got
at
you.
the end, okay, so at the end of the day, you know, some people came here to troll and beef and, get numbers and, get cash apps and do that. I really didn't come here for that. I've never asked for a cash app going live. And my main thing to come here was really Justice for Mo3. I've been a Mo3 fan before I even hit here. So when I found out Mo3 died, I clicked on the internet and there was Skull and Ratchet. And I was like, oh, yeah, they're, getting justice for Mo3. Let's see. And then when I seen Ratchet running plays and running there, I was like, well, wait a minute. And then I just got caught up in it. And I've been here for over 4 years.
So let's speak of the OGs. Let's speak of Ratchet. Let's speak of Skull. Because for
Okay.
me, when I see them, and my perspective is they doing good. You know, they got the subscribers, they got the numbers, but most important, when I look at Skull and I look at Ratchet, they got content. Am I
Right.
seeing something different?
I'm gonna tell you
Yeah.
what you're seeing. Okay. So when we first came in, Skull and Ratchet were together. Okay, there was no Ratchet and Skull. They were together. They did content together. I'm gonna send you some old videos from day one. And then Skull and Ratchet got into it. They separated, and whoever went with Skull went with Skull. Whoever stayed with Ratchet went with Ratchet. But see, Ratchet is more of a conspiracy theorist,
Right,
right?
right.
Skull is not a conspiracy theorist. He's a jokester and he delivers the content. So if you notice, if you go into Ratchet's chat, you won't see anybody from the Mo3 sector,
Mm,
right?
right,
He built his own community
right,
and
right.
he's not considered the Mo3 sector anymore. He will come over and fuck with us and run some plays or whatever, but Ratchet has his own community that's not the Mo3 sector. And
Mm,
Skull built his own gang that he built, even though they came from the Mo3 sector. But Skull has his core audience with doing what he do. But let me tell you, Skull, number one, Skull was a rapper, right?
right,
So
right,
y'all got to remember, Skull was a rapper at first. And what people don't know is Skull used to work for Cheaters. Skull was like a assistant producer for Cheaters. So Skull had already had some experience
right,
in how to capture an audience and how
right,
to do that. And some people just have not been able to do it. So that's why he can do content, but you piss Skull off, he will drag you to death
right,
as well. So
right.
you just have to be consistent. You have to grow your audience. You got to remember, I was there when Skull was getting 30 people in the chat.
Mm, mm.
Now he's getting over a G every day. I
Yeah,
was there, you know what I'm saying? So I've been there when it takes time, it takes years,
right,
and you just have to figure out how it goes.
right, right.
And we have to understand too, if you want to do content and you want to talk about trending topics, the Mo3 sector is not the place to be.
Right.
You have to get out of the algorithms.
Yep.
You have to get into trending topics, another one, and build your own brand and your own thing. But the Mo3 sector for content is not going to do it because people don't want to come to your chat if you're not scratching,
Right.
if you're not dragging. You know, it ain't a whole bunch of beef. So if you want to do that, you got to just start from scratch and build your own people, but get the heck up out of here.
And that's facts. That's facts.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they do. Scratch from sun
Yeah,
up
I've been
to
here
sundown.
long enough to see it all. And then but there's some people that don't even care about content and they just want to run plays for numbers and cash apps. Those are the Brandons, you know, the Jackie, because it hits your cash app. You could never back in the day buy somebody off a panel.
Right.
We never heard that before. People are making $1,000 a night just
Yeah.
buying each other off the panel. We never did that
Let
stuff.
me ask you this though. Is it wrong for them? Is it, would you consider it being wrong?
No, I don't consider it being wrong because at the end of the day, there's a lot of people that are doing this. This is a business for
Right.
them. Some people don't have jobs and this is their job. This is a job and this is a business, right?
Right.
So it don't care if you my best friend, if Perp and if we're on a panel and they say, okay, what's the drop fee? You know, for Perp and TT, it's $100. I love y'all, but I'm gonna make this $100 and I'll cash app y'all 25% of it when I get down. But I love y'all, but I gotta drop y'all because it's a business.
It's business.
And you gotta remember, these people don't have jobs.
Right. Right.
But you know, they said that that's a play because I think it was Lemon had dropped Dragons last night and she made the comment about we know what it is or something she said, and long as you send me mine, and then she dropped. And they made a big deal about that. They said so they running a play.
Right. So if you notice, now everything is ran on plays, right? A lot of these relationships are manufactured. These beefs are manufactured. A lot of these people, what people don't know, are really cool behind the scenes.
Right.
These are manufactured beefs that's going on. If you're not going live and showing receipts on stuff, it just figure out that it's a play. Because if it ain't a play, you're not going to put people's backgrounds out there. You're not going to dox them. That's not a play right there. But all this other manufactured beefs and this manufactured stuff, and some people, you know, if I'm not going to run no freaking play and I'm going to sit up there and allow you to drag my son or drag my deceased mom or anything like that. And a lot of people think that I'm a play runner. You can ask Perp and them, I'm definitely not a play runner. What happened was I got hooked up with Cam, and everybody know Cam is Play Runners Association, and they just connected me with that.
Mm-hmm.
You never ran a play?
No, I didn't say I never ran a play. No, I have ran a play before, but since I've been like on my own and not with Cam and all that stuff, no, nope. TT and them will tell you, I don't be like, okay, y'all, this the plan. We gonna do this. We gonna do that. Because if you notice, if I go live on somebody, it's because they fucked with me or they messed with me or they did something. I'm not playing with them. I'm not running a play. I'm gonna put your shit out there. I'm going to expose you and I'm going to drag you. That's not a play. You know what a play is? A play was, I don't know if you were around, Shank, but when it was the what do you call that? When Candy was bought the what was that, Perp?
The protection plan.
Yeah, the protection plans and stuff. But those are plays.
Yeah.
You know, protection. So you could really tell the difference between a play. But what happened was when 88 came in here, she took the play to a whole nother level with her own people. And I never see a level like that. Boy, 88 is the queen of running plays, and she will run a play, then she'll tell you the next day, oh, that was a play.
Mm.
Now, I know 88's plays off the hand because 88 been pregnant by 7 different niggas on here. You know what I'm saying? And every minute she running, and then you got SD. SD is an exquisite play runner that a lot of people don't know. Josh is the play runner. You know, I can name all the play runners because I've been here
Funny
long.
thing about SD is he'll run a play and then he'll sit on it for a minute. Then he'll come back later when you least expect it. He'll admit to the play. He's
Yeah,
like, "What?"
yeah. But I can't be mad at them because these plays are putting money in their pockets.
Right.
You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? But
Right.
you don't see me hitting my button and be like, doing anything for any cash apps or anything like that. I'm hitting my button because you didn't piss me the fuck off.
Right.
And I'm finna drag and expose you. It's two different things. It's not a play. You understand what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right. Right.
So I'm not gonna be on here like, oh, I'm pregnant and all that stuff. Oh, wait, no. I have to admit to some plays. No. I have to admit, I'm sorry, Shank. I have to admit to some plays. I have ran a couple of plays with Donald Goings when we were Bonnie and Clyde.
Right.
So I'm my bad. I have to get Bonnie and Clyde, but yeah, I have ran a couple, but more than likely we were just dragging people, but we never did anything for $1.
Right.
Nobody in the 4 years can ever say not on my watch has ever asked for a cash app. Matter of fact, let me tell you about TT. If it wasn't for TT, I wouldn't even be monetized. TT kept on saying, I don't know, get monetized. She bugged me for 6 months to get monetized. And I was like, dang, okay, I'll get monetized. Because
Yeah.
I never had any
Sure.
plan on getting monetized. This never been about money for me. This has always been about justice for 3.
Right.
Because
You
she
know,
does have Watch Tribe, Shank. She has a following, and she doesn't go live, and she still gets new subscribers every day. And I'm like, girl, you don't got a button over here to push to send you a super chat, nothing. And she kept
you know
saying, I
why?
did that. And
Go
then
ahead,
finally
baby.
did it. Yeah, she just finally did it. And I was cracking up. I said, oh, Lord. I said, that was we could receive out of not on my watch.
Yep. See, this
Let me
this
ask
is
this.
this is the key, Shank. What it is these people around here, Shank, work for me. You understand what I'm saying? Because every time you mention not on my watch, it goes into the algorithms. So anytime you drag not on my watch or you say not on my watch's name, remember that goes in the algorithms. So a lot of times I don't even do nothing. I don't even have to hit a panel. I could be gone and they'll still be running my name. If they not talking about you, then you ain't nobody. You're
Right.
not nobody and you're not a threat. So I can get people to subscribe to me just by people coming in and being like, well, who is not on my watch and
Right.
who is it y'all talking about? So as long as you make your buzz and let your name be known and who you are, it doesn't matter if it's good or bad, you're going to get them subscribers.
That's fact.
Period. I don't even go live and I'm almost at 4,000, I think. I don't know, 33 or 3,300. And the last year I've been live, what, ladies, about 4 or 5 times. So
Mm,
y'all, people got to remember your name once it goes into the algorithm and they're screaming not on my watch or they put your name in the title. That's a plus for you.
Right. That's putting
So
you
these people are working for me. So it's like keep screaming my name,
right.
keep going on the panel, keep doing that because you just hooking me up without me doing shit.
Right. Switching
Another
lanes.
thing she does, Shank, she'll set up a dummy live. Like she'll have something in the thumbnail that's very catchy. Like, oh, I gotta go over here and see what she talking about, and
Right.
don't even go live.
Right.
Yep, and I'll get subscribers there. Yep, there you go. It's called a dummy live.
Switching lane sector. Are y'all taking notes? Switching lane sector. Look, this is free game. Now I keep telling y'all, I'm not gonna keep giving y'all free game. This free game now.
This is free grant.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Hit
Well,
the cash
not on my
app.
watch.
99.99. What you say, baby?
Not on my watch. You
Yes,
think
love.
DG running a play now? He just said on Jackie O. tonight that he finna turn himself in. He's tired.
Okay, well, let's put this. The Eve and the DG situation is a very, very unfortunate situation. It's a sad
Very
situation,
domestic.
and they're just airing out each other, which is crazy to me, and making each other content. And I think that, I don't want to pick, any sides. I know what's going on, but I mean, with Eve busting out windows, slashing tires, putting guns in people's faces, and stuff like that, a street nigga like DG, doing stuff like that to get you killed. We know his background, we know who he is, and sometimes if you meet somebody and you really don't know who they are and you don't know their history, I would never be putting no gun in somebody's face, busting their stuff out and they tires. And little old Eve is only 4'11". You know what I'm saying? But it's like you got to be very careful, because it don't take nothing but a nigga that's a street nigga that's got them anger issues to snap your neck in 2.2, and then they don't. So I don't think he's going to turn himself in, my personal opinion, but I'm just afraid that somebody on here is going to expire with playing with that dude. I've known that dude for years. Me and him went live for live. I talk to that dude many times a day on a daily. I know who that dude is. I'm the one that doxed him and put him out here. You understand what I'm saying? I know who that man is, and people better be, stop playing with that dude, because that dude is not working with a full deck. That dude is 5150 for real. And these people think that is a joke. He's not that type. He's a totally different, and you don't play like that.
That's my biggest fear, logging on this app and seeing that something tragic happened to one of these content creators or their subs or somebody because it went too far. I
It's
get it,
there.
running the plays, I get all of that. You know what I'm saying? Using it for content, but when is enough enough? When is going too far going to go too far? You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And
It's already there, baby.
we talking about domestic violence, being against it and dropping information on how to speak to somebody if you in them type of situations. We reporting on real stories where people have lost their lives. So it's not a game. It's not funny to us. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
at all.
I don't think it's mentally. I just can't put myself, with some of these content creators, because it's real victims out here. It's really happening to people, and it's unfortunate. It's sad. In our communities, we got the highest rates of
Yep.
gun violence, domestic
Yeah.
abuse and stuff.
Their
So
situation's real.
yeah, you got to separate yourself from what's real, what's not. I mean, if these two people are being that toxic toward each other and having these real situations, and they going live, hitting the live button every time it's happening, and then next week they at dinner, they cuddled up, they doing the do, then
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
sickening to me. That's
Yeah.
Well,
sickening.
isn't that well, I want y'all guys to think about this. Now I'm going into my medical thing. When it comes to toxic, being toxic, and it's kind of like I shouldn't say this, but it's kind of like grooming a person, mind manipulation, you
It
know.
is. It is.
And it's like when a person grooms somebody and they do this and do that because of the simple fact that people have certain issues. Some people could be ADHD, some people can have split personality, some people can have a lot of mental disorders. And in this Mo3 sector, a lot of people have mental disorders in here. When you're a person that can get on here and drag children and don't have your children yourself, and they're in foster care and everything, and you're not a mother but dragging other people's parenting and everything, like that's the problem for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And people don't know how to separate YouTube from real life. When I get off of here, I'm just a normal mom, and me and my son, I'm not going to get off and be throwing stuff and going crazy and tearing up my house because of what somebody did on YouTube. People need to separate that,
Right.
and they don't know how.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
a lot of people
You
don't
remember
know how to separate real life from YouTube, and it's
exactly.
Right,
sad.
right.
Cause Shank, you remember when Carly Russell pulled her stunt and we had about over 19, 20 kids come up missing in the Cleveland, Ohio area at that
Yep,
time. Like right when that story broke about those kids missing.
yep.
And I personalized that because I'm like, hold on, we got kids missing. We really need to be talking about these kids that are out here and their parents and their families don't know where they are. And you got this young lady pulling a stunt like this. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Remember?
Mm-hmm.
No. So it falls all under the same umbrella to me.
I remember.
Yeah, it do. But y'all got quiet. Why everybody got quiet?
I wanted to give y'all because I got 1,000,001 more questions, but I wanted to give y'all
Well, come
some time.
on.
I just want to try and give y'all some time.
Well, come on with it, Shay. We listening.
Y'all,
I'm,
I'm
'Cause I got
not near the phone. It's already 7:23, so y'all know my baby got to go to school in the morning, so I'm just getting him
yeah.
all together. But I'm listening, y'all. If you got a question, y'all
Go
go.
ahead,
I'm
Shay.
just
What
getting up the
question?
house together and getting my baby together for bed and school.
I'm
You
just
know,
like
Arizona, so it's 7 o'clock here. But go ahead, I'm listening.
I'm just just because you've been around the longest not on my watch.
Salute,
You know what I
Tommy.
mean? And you know, you know, like the algorithm. So that's what I want us to focus on in the sector, the switching lane sector. How to
Mhm.
get us all in the algorithm. How do we stay in the algorithm? You know.
How how you stay in the algorithms is when you go live. There's monetize. There's certain stuff you can't say, you can't do. People that are hating on you, they will strike you in a minute. And when they do that, what that does is it shadow bans you. And
Mm,
once you get shadow banned, it's hard to get back in to the algorithms
right.
once you get shadow banned. So it's on who you have on your panel, who you have on your chat, the haters that are pressing that report button and
Right.
everything, and that will mess you up
Dang.
really quick. So what you got to do is once you get shadow banned and people do not see you, like you're not coming down on their timelines,
Mm-hmm.
they can't really see your community posts. Have you ever, Shank, had it to where you go live, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people say, I didn't get your
Yep.
notification,
All the time.
right? You're shadow banned.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah.
You know what I'm
because I
saying? If you're
never
not
get
getting
your
your notification,
notification.
Some of the content is deemed not age appropriate, and I think a lot of people miss over that too. That'll shadow ban you as well. Um,
absolutely.
when I showed the Diddy Cassie video, oh,
Mm-hmm.
YouTube was sending me all kinds of emails.
Right.
And I
Right.
said, well, dang, I didn't think of that. But those are just the things that we want to talk about and we want to make public. You know what I'm saying? And it's already been put out there, but YouTube guidelines can be a little stricter.
Now,
So,
how long is the shadow ban not on my watch? Is it just for that one video, or is it like a length, like a week?
No, a shadow ban, let me tell you, you can be shadow banned your whole entire time on here.
Mm,
Um, to not stay, to really be careful on the shadow ban. Like anybody that holds a panel of a lot of scratching and
mm-hmm.
beefing, they're gonna get shadow banned real quick. So that's why a lot of people say I'm not monetizing these videos and
Right.
allow them to scratch and drag children and drag the dead and
Right.
everything. You're not going to, but the main thing is to get people to share you out and to stay, constant with it. And your hashtags are very important. And Book is a master at that. Book is the one that helped me with getting monetized and showing me a lot of stuff. And matter of fact, Book does a lot of classes and stuff with helping me with certain things. And he hashtagged my videos and my description, and he had did that for me, at the
Yeah, he
beginning.
did. He
So
did a restream class, and I took it, and he's awesome.
What's the
He
best
yeah,
way to use the hashtags? What's the best way to use the hashtags?
hashtag depending on um what you're talking about. If
Right.
you're talking about the diddler, you're talking about Diddy, right?
Hmm.
So you want to do hashtag anything speaking of the diddler in your description, in your title, because what you want to do is you want to bring those people from that speaking about Diddy, and that's how you get into those other sectors and the other algorithms and
Put
everything.
it in the
But
title. Put it in the
if if somebody
you can
puts
put in the title and the description. But I'll
thank you.
have Book do a video to show, and I'll send it to you. He probably still has one up.
Shank, if somebody puts in the search bar Shanquella Robinson,
hmm
your channel will come up.
hmm
Yeah, just as long as you're not shadow banned, your channel will come up. So
Hmm.
that's what you want to do. But let me tell you, if you're trying to get out the algorithms, you cannot click on anybody in the Mo3 sector because it's going to throw you right back in there. So if you're going down your timeline and you click on and go see what's in the good pussy stuff, you're back in to the
Right.
algorithms. So if you don't want to be in the algorithms at all, you either get a second channel and don't click in it at all, but you want to hashtag whatever you're talking about. So whatever the situation is. So like say you're talking about Diddy. Of course you're going to hashtag Diddy. Then you're also going to hashtag like a person that talks about Diddy a lot,
hmm
Nancy Grace. Um, you're going to talk about people that are talking about the Diddy thing that is big. Like for me, okay, let's just say I've been mm, all into the King Von and Little Dirk stuff, right? So I'll hashtag Little Dirk, hashtag OTF, hashtag King Von, hashtag Chirac, hashtag Warren Chirac, hashtag, murder for hire, hashtag O Block. You understand what I'm saying? So everything Chirac and what's going on, I'm gonna hashtag it in there.
A big one to hashtag for that whole that all of that content is hashtag drill music, because
Yes.
they'll all come up.
But what if you
Yep.
have enough room to put all the hashtags? Then what?
You're going to put it, you can put it in a certain way in the description, and I'll get Book to put it out because your hashtags are not going to fit in your title, period.
No, right.
They ain't going to fit in there at
Hmm.
all.
If you go to the Not on My Watch's description page, like for her channel, she's got all kinds of hashtags in there.
Oh,
hmm
I still got them in there. Do you know I meant to redo those?
You
So
still got them.
so you go in the description, put your hashtags.
All
Hmm.
my descriptions, Book
Oh,
set
Your
up
channel
all my stuff
description,
in
yeah,
there.
yep, and her channel description.
And I need to
but
redo it.
sometimes,
And yeah. So if you
I
go
have
to
to
my
change my
description
title.
and everything, you'll see how all the hashtags are in there. But I need to redo that. Thank you, TT, for
Yeah,
reminding me.
I need to go sit there because I sometimes I don't have enough room on my title, so I don't put the hashtag so I can go to my description and put the hashtag. Okay, now I know.
But Shank on his After Dark page, he's given a lot of good tips on how to grow your channel as well. So y'all might want check him out as well, because he's been here for a minute. He's been doing this, so he's learned some things and he's sharing it with people, and that's a good thing. Because a lot of people like to keep information to themselves and they ain't trying to help nobody else grow. So I
Yeah,
learned.
absolutely. I be there. Shank may not see me in that chat or may not think that I'm listening, but the last one that I did with him growing the channel was when he put in say breaking news and stuff like that. So I'm listening, Shank. Don't
Mhm.
think that I'm not.
hmm
I do your replays. I am a replay tribe person of yours, but I see what you're doing and
I,
I'm there.
I,
Don't
I,
think that I'm not.
yeah, I just want the sector. Like, I just want all of us. Like, I want us all to pop. You know what I mean? Because
Hmm.
Yeah,
I think if we all, or if damn near the majority of us pop, then that switching lane sector is in the algorithm, and that's why for y'all start putting the switching lane sector hashtag in y'all descriptions and stuff, because then that pushes y'all out in the algorithm also. So
Yeah,
I'm
it pushes the algorithm, but you got to get out of the mode 3 in order to get in the switching lanes.
right.
That's the problem.
Right.
So if we go in under our regular pages and click on Good Pussy or Mahaya or anybody, we're still in the same place.
Y'all gonna
So it
still come.
doesn't matter how many times we put switching lanes, as long as we keep continuing to stay here, we're gonna be here.
Because when I click on the switching lanes hashtag sector, I only see me in the still swinging pocket. I don't never see y'all's pop up in there.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you go in there, you put in switching lanes sector. That's
Right.
what you do because you had set it up that way. But in order to do that, then you got to keep putting in switching lane sector. You can't just click on
No.
timeline or anything.
What he's saying is we all got to put it in.
Yeah. I'm saying I'm doing it. I'm doing it, but I'm just telling Perp and TT they got to do it too. Put it in their description.
Well, I didn't do it the last time because I ain't had no way of putting that. No handshake. I know you can go in the descriptions now. Now I know. Appreciate
Put it in your description.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
me and Shank, we got beef anyway. Cause my babies is Watch Tribe. You understand what I'm saying? So you taking my Watch Tribe babies and turn them into switching lane sectors.
Well, that's a sector. Look, I'm trying to keep the peace. That's a sector. We're Watch Tribe when we come over to your channel, but I get so we didn't belong to a sector. So and we didn't identify with a specific sector. So I noticed that me, Perp, Shank, Miss Parker, Tommy, we was all discussing the same things. I said, okay, yeah, we might as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We piggyback off each other. Little did we not realize that we were doing it, but we were actually doing that. So yeah, that's
and
why.
Share.
Right.
Is the key. Because that's the way you're going to come on that channel. If you don't share, right? And I have a bad habit of not sharing. I'm not going to lie. You got to share each other's channels. If you're not sharing, it's not going to get pushed out.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. So I may not make it to everybody's chat all the time because I do get really busy, but I go back and watch it and make sure that I'm sharing if I ain't doing nothing else, hitting the like and sharing.
Yeah.
And you got to understand what people don't know. I'm going to tell you, when I go live, my lives suck depending on what I'm talking about. It's depending on what I'm talking about is my lives, right? But if I decide that I want to play the numbers game, right? Then I'm going to put something in there big. Like, okay, let's just say, for instance, if I put Mink in my title, everybody's going to run to my stuff.
Right.
Period. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I put a person, I don't know, let me just think of, I don't know, somebody like, I don't know, somebody that don't get numbers, nobody's going to come. But I'm going to tell you what, my replay game is about 3 times the amount or 4 that I have in my actual live. So I can go live and have 40, 50, 60 people in there, right? I can have that many people in there. And then I'll leave and people start sharing me out and they'll be like, oh God, did you see? Not on my watch, she didn't drug the shit, she didn't expose this. And then they'll start sharing it. And next thing you know, I'll wake up and I'll have 1,300 people, 1,400 people watch that live. And another thing this is very important. I forgot the most important thing. I'm going to tell y'all. Now, switching lane sector, I want y'all to really pay attention to this. Do not, I repeat, if you want to be in the algorithms, do not do a 6-hour live. Do not do what happens is, what people don't know is YouTube does not usually put you out there in the algorithms. If you do an hour live, you're good, because the odds of somebody sitting there
Yep.
for 5 and 6 hours and watching your
Right.
whole live
Yep.
is not. So you got to make your live short, sweet, to the point. That's how YouTube will push you out there further. They're not going to push you out there if you have a hour plus live. And if you do your research, you know that.
That's facts.
There be big things happening in other sectors where they're getting a lot of views in that moment. So go back and replay your old stuff too.
Yes,
Don't think
yes.
that just
And
because you didn't, a lot of people didn't watch it the first time, they won't come back and watch it a second time or a third.
this, right, this is what you do. You go get an old live, right? And you chop it up.
Right.
You got to chop it up. Like, say I have a live and I'm dragging, I don't know, Shank, right? And you get that live and you get the good parts of it and
Right.
you chop it up and you say, Shank, not on my watch, or Shank drags not on my watch on her kid, or Shank drags not, you know what I'm saying? And you can chop that up. And you know who I've really mastered that and learned that from and watched? VS. VS Icon is a master at doing a live and chopping it up into 20 pieces and making a killing off of it.
Yep. Yep.
Chop your shit up. I have a history of old lives of everybody fighting, from Cam and Ronnie BFH, and like, I got a lot of stuff that people that haven't been here, I can chop those up and make money off of them. I'm just too lazy at this point, and I'm going to do it and chop it up so people can get some history. So chop your lives up. Chop them up and keep it under an hour. Keep it at an hour, because, like you say, how many times, I'm gonna tell people that is in here, have you guys ever went and watched a 10-hour live straight through, or 8-hour live, or now nobody did lives like that. The only person that did lives like that was Polar, and those were called the Chowder Hours.
Yeah,
The Chowder Hours.
Mahay used to do it too.
Yeah, Mahay used to do it, but Polar started, doing those Chowder Hours to the people that were up, getting high, popping pills, snorting dope. They be up all night, and that's what that was for. And they be in the Chowder Hours. So, yeah, nobody will ever sit up there and watch that all the way through. What you'll do is, people call you and they'll say, "Oh, did you see what went down at 357 yesterday?" And they'll ask you what's the timestamp?
Yep.
Give me a timestamp, because nobody is going to sit and watch a 5-6 hour live.
Yeah, that's true.
They barely going to get through an hour.
That's
you
fact.
know. So I'm gonna tell y'all, it's 7:40. I'm gonna drop down real quick and get my baby together and everything, and then I'm gonna come back up. Y'all gotta, I don't know if you still gonna be on here for 30 minutes, but give me about 30 minutes so I can get my baby together.
I'm gonna drop down myself. I'm gonna be in the chat though.
I'm going down too.
Okay, my love,
All right,
my
good
love.
talking to y'all.
I'm
Thank y'all
listening.
for the conversation.
Thank you, TT. I love y'all. So just I'm still listening though, but I'll be back up.
Okay.
Yeah, and y'all
All right.
y'all, that expert advice just cost y'all $99.99, and hit the Cash App. Y'all hit Perps Cash App right now. It's $100 for my expertise. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in a minute.
Love you too.
But y'all, let's check into this right quick about this mayor of Chicago, y'all. Chicago not happy, y'all. I don't know if y'all seen this or not. Y'all may have checked it out, but I don't know. Y'all may have seen it. Check it out.
So you got to hear this. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson blasting President-elect Trump as a threat to his city. Watch.
The president-elect, former President Trump, his threat is not just towards new arrivals and undocumented families. His threats are also against black families. We're going to stand up, we're going to protect undocumented individuals. We're going to protect black folks, brown folks, Asian folks. The city of Chicago will be better, stronger, and safer despite who's in the White House.
This as Chicago is set to hold a special session tomorrow on the mayor's $300 million tax hike that many fear will fund the city's migrants. Illinois Senate candidate, former Chicago gangster and founder of Ex-Cons for Community and Social Change, Tyrone Muhammad, joins us right now. Tyrone, thanks so much for joining the program. So I've been on the ground in Chicago a lot. And when I talk to black folks and as well as brown folks on the ground, they don't want the migrants there. They're taking over their resources in the community. You got the gangs right now in Chicago going toe-to-toe with the migrant gangs. What are you hearing?
Lawrence, thanks for having me. Look, if he really cared about black families, the day the mayor thought about giving resources to non-citizens, illegals, before he gave it to black communities that have been suffering for decades, then he would be more true to his word about black families. That's just an scapegoat, using black people and black families as an scapegoat or a tool for his dirty practices and immigration. Furthermore, Lawrence, the Americans have spoken. The American people have spoken. Black people have spoken. All across Chicago and all across America has spoken and given President Donald Trump a mandate to remove illegals out of our communities because we didn't ask for them. This is a sanctuary city, and we're asking that even be removed because our community should be given the resources first. So we are with Tom Homan. Whenever he called us here in Chicago, we're going to be on the ground with him to remove these illegals and these migrants and identifying where they are because they have greatly diminish our way of life here in Chicago.
Yeah, they shut down schools in Chicago, community centers in Chicago because they said they didn't have any funding. But suddenly they found over $500 million to fund the illegals in Chicago. It was a slap into black residents. It was a slap in their face, Tyrone. Thanks so much for giving us some time this morning.
Mayor Brandon Johnson making it clear today whether it's protecting undocumented families in Chicago or his budget priorities, he will not compromise on his values. But on the budget, he seems willing to ease some of the pain on his proposed property tax hike. Mayor Brandon Johnson's proposed $300 million property tax hike has received significant criticism from alderpersons from the moment he introduced it right up until today, as public safety and other departments were getting their budgets scrutinized.
What we know is this: we are working to ensure that we go line by line to squeeze this budget as much as we can before we ask for $1 more from taxpayers.
In light of all the pushback from the council, the mayor suggesting his tax hike plan may not have been as serious as originally thought.
Well, I don't necessarily consider it as pushback. I'll say it like this. So as a public school teacher, sometimes we do things to get people's attention. And so now that we have the attention of everyone, I've said from the very beginning, this is a proposal. I'm a collaborative mayor.
But Mayor Johnson said layoffs and furloughs are still out of the question, and he won't defer making a supplemental pension payment this year. The mayor denied misreading the council when he announced the property tax hike.
My finance team continues to have robust conversations about other forms of revenue that they should consider.
Also today, with the potential loss of federal dollars for law enforcement if the city won't cooperate with the Trump administration's plans to deport undocumented immigrants, the mayor making it clear Chicago will not be bullied into helping ICE agents.
We're not going to bend or break or cower to someone's threat. We're going to stand up and unite around our shared values, and they have my assurance that I'm going to protect the families of this city.
I don't see him being mayor too long, TT.
I don't either.
I don't think he's gonna last.
It's like he's trying to squeeze a nickel out of a penny. Like he's
yeah.
To keep the migrant funding available, and it's just not, it hasn't worked for Chicago, and you should not be cutting corners like that to the citizens of that city to make reverence for another group of people.
Yeah. But let me show this right here. They all got leg. When they said they cleared the prison out down there in Venezuela. I think they did, TT, but check these people out though, TT. I was tripped out. You might have seen it, but check it out.
I want the truth.
So they have the ankle monitor on here. They are loading one of the NGO buses here at the Irish Transit Center in San Diego. Border Patrol just did a street release, and these folks all have monitors on their ankle.
What's that about, TT? They all got ankle monitors on their leg.
Well, yeah, that's what I was just about to ask you. Where they going? Where are they housing?
I guess they're getting transported somewhere else.
Are
Yeah,
these
I'm like,
parolees?
all the time people, huh?
Are they parolees? Are they being released from prison because their
No,
sentences?
I guess they have been sentenced already. They just got their leg monitors on. I guess they get probably sending them wherever they're gonna be sending them to different areas and stuff. But is that many people out there like they were out? I mean, they like out there like they with leg monitors on and they criminals. But want to treat us like criminals.
It depends on the crime. I mean, because some of them are seeking solace or refuge. I guess that's been the big issue, and it's like depending on their crimes or things that they may have done, they may be like over here would be like considered witness protection, something like that. Like we don't know. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I just know that we in some such financial strain. We can't take on other people's problems. Not to that magnitude.
Let me show you one with the people in the residence. The people in the residence are fussing and fighting. They said they ain't gonna march with the immigrants.
You see the Mayor Brandon Johnson. You underestimate us. You underestimate the black people, and you underestimate Chicago Red. We're the thorn in y'all side, and we're gonna be the thorn on everybody else in this council member side too. If you don't stop what you're doing, we're gonna take matters in our own hand, and we're gonna stop it. You know that Trump had pulled 45% of the voter in the state of Illinois, 37 in the city of Chicago. That's the statistic. That means that Illinois is turning purple. We're gonna turn red.
Y'all can bird dog me all y'all want, but if it's relationship over duty, then y'all don't serve the blue. And you can smirk all you want.
Mr. Sims, direct your attention towards me, please.
You're a criminal. Why do I got to address you? The feds need to address you. DOJ need to address you, and hopefully Donald Trump will address you. Because you're going to protect the undocumented. Why you going to allow for the citizens in Chicago to suffer under your, 33%? See, Joe Lopez cooked that 3% up a long time ago. Y'all called it a circuit breaker. Y'all been talked about it. Remember, before you came in here and gave that jovial speech, you need to be inspected. You and that creep over there.
Acting like, you just gonna bully everybody. You got people, officers whose families don't even want you to come to the funeral. You just like a schoolyard bully. That at some point, and you might not know nothing about it because you grew up in Elgin, but those of us who grew up on the south side and west side of Chicago, we all know that at some point that bully gets cornered in the alley and everybody come at him and he ain't gonna have nobody to help him. That's you. That's you. Keep thinking you ain't gonna abide by what the President of the United States said. Everybody know better than that. I see you, Anna Valencia, in your red. You know what it is. This is the second time you showed up in City Council in red. You know what it is? Yeah. Yeah. So you and the rest of them that know what time it is, y'all come on. You leave that loser where he is. He's a loser. He's a loser. No, me and Zoe, we ain't doing nothing for nobody except for ourselves. We got you, loser.
14% rating is what you appear to have, Brandon Johnson, across the United States, or how they see you. But 14% rating. Now, I'm going to talk about all those known donations of $11.5 million that came from places like the CTU, the SEIU, the American Federation of Teachers, Illinois Federation of Teachers, and then someone got the nerve to get on there and talk about cutting the pensions. What about our real estate? Because, see, we paid for these properties for a purpose and not for you to go touching it with $300 million that you want to siphon out of the citizens' pockets. Get rid of the illegals, and that'll take your money right back. Start it off with that.
Oh, they mad, TT. Oh, they pissed, TT. Them bottom black folks is hot. Woo,
Yeah, well, they've been fired up for a while now, and on a lot of things, I don't agree with Trump, but I gotta say that them people they're hurting, they feeling it, and
they feeling it in
they got
Chicago.
they got a right to speak out. That's the good thing about a city council meeting, because you can go and confront the source. And he ought to, as mayor, we want to take them people's feelings and emotions into consideration.
But I wonder how long do you think he's gonna be a mayor doing that right there? Them people ain't gonna, when it's time to vote for him, they gonna vote him up out of there. They ain't gonna even look back at him no more. He gonna be out of there. They say he a bully.
That's what they
That
said.
scared me. Dang. And they fired up, boy. Chicago, boy, look here. I wonder when y'all gonna get mad down there in Chicago. What y'all gonna do?
No, they been mad, Kurt. They been mad. They been fussing.
Thank you, Tommy. Dang.
Thank you, Tommy. They ain't playing.
They ain't playing.
I sent you them 2 videos. Them other there's people. Man, it's been a shift. I'll just say that, and you can feel it. It's in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It was another group. I have to look it up in my phone, but hopefully within this next week we'll be able to play it and show what's going on in some of these other states. People showing up to these city council meetings, and they are upset, and they going back to their roots with that.
What?
Because they're part of cultural groups that they feel are being sideswiped on these issues, and they just want to be heard. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of mad people, but all that I say is, get everything you're supposed to get for your house. Make sure your house is prepared for whatever come. You know what I mean? For food, water, everything you may need for your house, you need to go ahead and get it. And you got to put it in a big old box, and but prepare yourself. You can't outdo everybody. You can't fight everybody for what went on or what's gonna go on or what done happen. Only thing you can do is prepare yourself. You know what I'm saying? For the next thing. You can't do nothing about it.
I agree.
Can't do nothing about it. Will TT be on
tomorrow?
Monday? Yeah, tomorrow is Monday. God dang it!
Already, right?
This month we almost gone for this month already.
Went by fast. It'll be Thanksgiving. Hopefully, everybody get to eat good. Gain some pounds. Hopefully we won't, but this month is basically done.
It sure is. It's gone. But y'all subscribe for Just Me TT. Y'all pick up subscribers up over there for me, y'all. Y'all in the chat and the replay gang and everybody, and y'all check out Still Swinging Podcast with old Tommy over there. I like old Tommy. Tommy boy. I want to get on Tommy's notifications. I had to go in there and take them off and then come back in there again. I don't know what be going on with that notification thing. They be tripping.
If you don't get to catch Tommy or Shank, always go back and replay. It's good content. It's really good content. And sometimes it don't be nothing on TV to watch. You could always go and it'd be boring. But you can always go back and replay their lives, their old lives, and just get a feel of who they are, because they are two men on here that are really doing a good justice to our community. They all about awareness, so we appreciate them.
Yeah, so do. We finna get up off of TT. Anything you want to say to anybody before we get up off here, girl?
Just everybody stay blessed, look out for each other, treat each other with respect, and we'll see you next time.
I know it's like know your worth. Know your worth. All right then. Y'all know our motto. How the hell you gonna love somebody? You gonna love yourself. Peace. I'll be back on Tuesday. TT coming on Monday. Y'all check it out.
Come on, son. Now I know I got a witness tonight who can sing this song. 'Cause I know grandmama sung this song to y'all before. So won't you help me sing? Sing it. Say something about the name Jesus.
Wait a minute, y'all, because this content got to go right here, right now. Don't go yet. So let me tell you what's going down. Okay, they over there at Crackies, at Jackie's and stuff. So Eve and DG is fighting outside, and Eve talking about he done pushed her down and scraped her. The police is there right now, and they finna take DG to jail. So y'all go in Crackies bushes. So that's what Jackie. So that's what's going on right now. So the police is there, and yeah, she didn't said a whole bunch of lies, and I kept telling y'all this man is dangerous and stop
I knew it was
playing
gonna
with that
happen.
dude.
I knew it was gonna happen. We just said he needs to stay from over there. TT just said, why he keep why he keep going over there?
Well, she found out where he lives, and I believe she's over at his house, and she's trying to take the car. And that's how it started. And then she sat up there and lied and said she didn't know anything about DG's past until on her couch. She's a fucking liar, because when I doxed him, she hit me up and said, why you doxed DG? And she's seen all the paperwork. She even commented on my paperwork. And Trey Vlogs sent her the whole file as well. So she's a fucking liar. She knew exactly who that man was when she picked him up. So that's what's going on. So I knew you were closing out. So I just wanted to give that content here. Breaking news. Breaking.
Boy, that domestic violence is hell. Like, boy, I tell you, they don't know when to stop.
Breaking Vino Entertainment News. DG is currently being arrested, and it's going down at Jackie's.
So if he gets arrested, can he be extradited back to Charlotte for his?
If he gets a new charge, he absolutely can. But I told DG's got all those videos of her pointing the gun at him, her chasing him down, her putting a air tag in his car. I mean, him beating her. Fighting drunk with the kids, all her drunk videos. So he's got an arsenal as well. So this is going to be a court battle out of this world.
Well, prayers to all parties involved. Dang, that's unfortunate.
If he would just stay away, if he would, we just said this is all everything they do with domestic violence, and they so-called friends on the internet pumping them up, and then look what it led to somebody to go to jail. God, dog.
Exactly.
And he was doing so good. He
was in perp. When you end this live right now, stay here.
Okay. All right, y'all. We finna get the help out of here anyway. We finna go. We holler at y'all. Peace.
Peace, everybody.